Don't make resolutions, make lifestyle changes. It's 2025. And as funny as that is to say out loud, this is the beginning of a new year. And at least for me, it's different this time. So a lot of people do make New Year's resolutions. Me, not so much. Really never have done that. Maybe when I was really young, I might have made a few resolutions. And like most Americans, well, we fall flat on our face. All of those grandiose goals that we have, somehow, typically by the first week of March, well, let's just say, we just stop trying. Whether it's losing weight, exercising, I don't know, putting yourself on a budget. There's a million things that people make resolutions about. So I decided this year that I'm gonna, mix it up a little bit. I don't want to make a resolution that I can't keep, so I need to make lifestyle changes. I've been on the work hamster wheel for a really long time, and it seems as though, with work and all the things that we have responsibilities for, we always put ourselves last. And I have decided I've got to get serious about putting myself first, not just for myself, but for my family. I'm getting older, and I see what's happening to my mother. I see what happened to my grandmother, and as their health deteriorated, as their mind deteriorated, it was very sad. So no one's going to force you to get your shit together, basically. I've decided to make some changes in 2025 and try to make them permanent lifestyle changes, like what I eat, moving more, and enjoying life.
Whether it's spending more time outdoors, walking my little Truman, or even squeezing in more travel time, I'm ready for the next phase of my life. To me, this means focusing on my health and embracing time away from work. We can find joy in the simplest of things.
So in 2025, I am determined to make some positive changes. However difficult it may be, you can call them goals. I'll call them lifestyle resolutions. And hopefully I will embed them and stick to them. That is my goal. I will be trying very hard to hold myself accountable. What about you? I'd like to know. You can put some comments below and let me know what your resolutions are and how successful you've been in the past at sticking to them, or if you give up, like most people. No judging. Do you quit by February? March? When do you fall off the wagon, so to speak? It's always been about March for me. Okay, so I'll share some of my lifestyle goals with you. And it's best to write them down, If you want to really stick to something, you should make yourself a plan. Write down your goals. Put them where you can see them all the time. A little peer pressure for you, It helps. It does help, because if it's out of sight, out of mind. So obviously, the big one, everybody has it, losing weight. I decided to take on this endeavor before the new year because I've always failed with the losing weight thing, saying in January, I'll start in January. Oh, I'll start next week. Then a birthday comes up. Oh, I'll start next week. And this comes up. Oh, I'll start next week. And there's always, I'll start next week. So when we went on vacation last October, it was my last hurrah. I said, okay, when I get back, I am starting a different eating plan. And I chose a low carb eating plan, and not just for its effectiveness, but for some health benefits that it provides. Whether you're aware of it or not, a low carb lifestyle is good for your brain. It's very good for your brain. And I have a aging parent who's starting to have serious memory problems. My grandmother had a very bad version of Alzheimer's. She's actually catatonic. For lack of a better word, and I don't mean this in a funny way, she became a vegetable. If I need to cut all high, carbohydrate foods and sugars in order to protect my brain, that's what I am going to do. I'm not doing, carnivore. I am eating vegetables, meat and vegetables. Yeah, I have a few carbs here and there. Mostly they're complex carbs, And I have a new buddy to help keep me on track. I did a continuous glucose meter. They have become available now for the public without a prescription. And it's just like my little parole officer. I can see if my blood sugars are getting high. I can see when they're on target based upon what I eat. And you see that 24/7. It does help you stay on track. What they say, out of sight, out of mind. When you're having it put in your face every day, everything that you put on your plate and in your mouth, what it does to you, it makes you extremely aware. I'll just leave it at that. Am I boring you yet? I hope not. Okay. Now this one actually, it's just a goal. But it would be a lifestyle change. To start a new YouTube channel. And you're watching it right now. New YouTube channel, because I have a other YouTube channel. It's a work-related YouTube channel. It's a real estate channel. I'm a real estate broker. And I have tried for the past year to pivot the content on that channel. YouTube's not having it. The people that are on that channel are there to see real estate information. I'm very good at providing real estate information. I would like to retire. I really don't have a desire to go to another home inspection. Now, I can't turn the spigot off like that, so easing out of it. And that's where you come in. That's right. I want to start a new channel to produce videos that do provide some value in a vlog style, like we're doing right here, and give you some valuable information at the same time. Entertainment, education. I call it edumertainment. But on this channel, it's not about real estate. It's about living well. I'm going to be documenting my journey. These are going to be real life experiences that you could utilize. Now this one, I've been talking about for years. It is low on the lifestyle goal change, but it shouldn't be. It's just finding the time to do it. Improve my marksman skills. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Yeah. I am a, card carrying NRA member. I do have a concealed weapons permit, so I just want to start practicing more. Get really, really good. And hopefully going to the range frequently will be enjoyable. There's even classes that you can take, or we'll call it organizations you can join, where you can go into competition with other people on how well you shoot. and I'm looking for different ways to enrich my life. Learning to shoot better does not hurt. I shoot well. I want to shoot very well. And you'll meet people. That's part of it, enriching your life by meeting people who are like-minded and want to do the same thing that you do. Just makes you a more well-rounded individual, and it's good for personal self-defense. Yeah, I've kicked this can down the road a few times. Learn yoga. And that's because I have, I'm not in shape, and I need to do something that's not going to be hard on my body. I've broken a lot of bones in my life. My foot, my knee, bursitis of the hip. I got all kinds of things that has caused a lot of arthritis. So I need to do something that's low impact. So I need to start stretching. I need to learn yoga. Today is the 11th of January, and I've done nothing about that, in all honesty. I'm gonna have to make a schedule. I'm gonna have to write, if I don't pencil it in, it's just not gonna happen. My life will just get away from me. And yoga is not just good for the body. It hits a lot of other buckets. Builds strength and stability. It does improve your mental health. Yoga promotes mindfulness, relaxation. It reduces stress and anxiety. I'm sold. I could use that. Let's see. Supports joint health and pain relief. Well, I could definitely use some pain relief. I've got cervical neck issues, so get migraines. So there's a lot of good reasons to learn yoga, and find time to connect with friends and family. I'm a workaholic, and I don't see my friends that much anymore because I've always working, and I have been working my job as a business owner and managing another YouTube channel. I do all the video creation myself, all the editing myself. So I'm working all the time. And, you just don't go out and spend as much time with your friends. Now, in hindsight, I'm not happy about that, and they're also busy. It's not like it was when we were in our 30s and 40s. I used to, every week was doing something with a friend, going out to dinner. We would play cards. We do all kinds of things. And as we've gotten older, and all of my friends now have not only their children have had their children, so now we all have grandchildren. And that pulls people in different places. And it's kind of sad, I don't get to see my friends like I used to. So I'm gonna have to make that a calendar item to at least try to have dinner with an old friend, maybe once a month. Gotta do something. And I wanna meet, maybe meet some new friends where we have common interests. People that, don't have grandkids right here in town. My grandkids don't live here. So I only see them, a couple times a year. I have a very good friend. Well, her grandkids are all here. They're up at her house every other day. So she's busy. She babysits for them and things like that, So, well, I'm going down a rabbit hole, and that's not what this video is about. It's about 2025 and making lifestyle changes that you can stick to. And that's what I would suggest to you. Make changes that you can stick to. And what is your why? Why do you want to make these lifestyle changes? And what would happen if you don't? That's the bigger question. What will happen to you as you age if you're too heavy, if you're out of shape, and you end up in a wheelchair or a walker, and you can't get up on your own, and now we're burdening our family to take care of us, and that is a huge, huge burden I've seen it. I've seen it in my family. That person generally loses their income because if they're taking care of you, they can't work. I mean, if you have to take care of a parent, you can't go to your job. So it's detrimental in a lot of ways. I don't want that to happen to my family. I don't. I need to be responsible enough to take care of myself, that I get healthy, that I build a little muscle. So if I were, to fall down, my hip won't break. I have osteopenia now. That is the first stage of osteoporosis. Once you break your hip, you normally die within a year. Not good. I don't want that to be me. And I certainly don't want it to be you. So maybe put some thought into the consequences of what will happen to you if you don't get your shit together. That's the way I've looked at it. And if you want to stay on track, I'll give you a little tip that I will take from my business career. You write all your lifestyle changes down. SMART means it's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
So specific. You don't say, I want to lose weight. You say, I want to lose 20 pounds. That's specific. The goal needs to be measurable. You would say, I want to lose 20 pounds in 4 months. The goal needs to be achievable. So you can't say, I want to lose 20 pounds in 4 days. That's not achievable. The goal needs to be relevant. It needs to be meaningful to you and that it aligns with your priorities and overall vision. So what would losing weight provide to you? What type of significant positive impact would it make in your life? And time bound, that means you got to give it a deadline. Like, I want to lose that 20 pounds and my deadline is April 30th.
Well, I hope that information was helpful in some way, shape, or form. And I would love to know what your goals are for 2025. Do you plan on making some lifestyle changes? Have you made a plan? I'd love to know. Put your comments below. And if you have any tips on how to stay on track, I'd love to know that as well, because I have been known to fall off the wagon. You just got to get back on that horse. And I want to thank you for giving me part of your day. It's greatly appreciated that you took the time to watch this video and visit my channel. And I hope I see you here again soon. With that being said, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when I upload again, and hit that like button too to tell YouTube to share this video with more people who are probably looking to make a few lifestyle changes themselves. Take care.